And let's open up our notes to where we finished or where we stopped at. And it looks like we stopped over here at this part where, hey, we said that it got to the point where some people believe that light acts like a wave, and some people believe that light acts like a particle. But deep down inside, let's go ahead and like kumbaya together and just say that light is a dual nature, that it can act like either way, a particle or a wave, depending on what you, the observer, decides to make the lab to be. Now, with that said, let's go ahead and look at the law of reflection. We did touch on this earlier last week. The law of reflection states that, it says here, reflection, and we're talking about reflection as in, this is going to be a nice, smooth mirror, okay? It says that reflection is going to be defined as the change in direction of an electromagnetic wave. Particularly right now we're talking about light at a surface. And what type of surface? We're talking about smooth mirrors, okay? And we will move on to lenses in a moment. Light traveling through a uniform substance, whether it's air, water, vacuum, always travels in a straight line. I guarantee you that's going to be a quiz, test, semester exam, question, whatever, but you're going to see that coming up again. As long as it's traveling through a uniform substance, it will always travel in a straight line. The moment that light starts to travel through 2 or 3 different substances, it starts to refract. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to cause light to reflect and simulate our actual eyes. That's what it's going to look like. It says here, when light encounters, it says, a different substance, some of the light will be absorbed through that substance, and the rest of it will be reflected or changes directions. It says here that the amount of light absorbed and the amount of light reflected depends on the material that it is. What type of mirror is this that it hits or reflected off of? There is no material that we know of that would cause 100% of the light to be reflected. Even some of the best mirrors or glasses, like lenses on your glasses, are going to be great. We just don't know of that substance yet. So when you're ready, turn the page. So it says over here, textures of surfaces. The texture of a surface, it says, is going to affect how it reflects light. So is it a nice smooth surface or is it a bumpy surface? For letter B, this is a nice smooth mirror. This is a good mirror. But over here on letter A, you can see that this is a bumpy mirror. It's not smooth at all. And so it says that the manner in which light is reflected, it says here, depends on the smoothness of the surface. Light that is reflected from a rough surface or texture is going to, it says, have many different directions. This actually has a vocab word. This vocab word is diffuse reflection. This right here is diffused. One more time. This right here is what we call diffused. Light reflected from a smooth surface, like this nice, shiny, pretty mirror, is going to cause all of the light that's going to reflect in the same one direction. Meaning that if it hits off or hits in a 72-degree angle, it's going to hit off in one direction, which will also be 72 degrees. We kind of talked about that a little bit last week. On this side of our image, this is going to be our smooth image. All light will reflect at the same direction. You look at your mirror, this one this morning. This one over here, when it's rough, when it's diffused, that's the vocab word, the light will reflect in different directions. It's going to be bumpy. And letter A, or this one, is going to be, have you ever been to like a fun house where those images, when you look at the mirror, you're like, that's not me. It's not. The problem is it's going to be a messed up, funky looking mirror. Or have you ever had like a younger assembly and they have like a little toy mirror, and when you look at that image, it's not a nice, good image? That's what letter A is. Letter A is going to be a fun house mirror, or letter A is going to be a toy mirror. Now, we do have a video, and last week